No, we're frontal. And could be, yes, we're right. This is as close to full frontal nudity as I ever hope to get.
Oh, come on. Oh, it's Mike's birthday, everybody.
It's my birthday.
Yeah. Speaking of full frontal.
Yeah. Oh, it's time for Mike's dance. Have a seat, Mike. We planned this.
Patrick, you ready?
No, for Mike's birthday, we go past the wrist. That's all I'm saying.
Oh.
Bye, everybody. That's the end of that show.
Don't worry, that joke will come back later when there's audio.
Happy birthday.
We'll be with you in a moment. Thank you very much for doing all this stuff. It's so nice. So, how are you? I'm going to be sued by people who need one moment.
I love it.
I have friends that do interpreting if you need that.
At this point, to be going, what the fuck is he doing? That's all vowels. What an asshole.
Are we on? What's going on?
I have.
Hello,
you know
hello.
What?
Actually, yeah, my mic is good.
Is it?
Yeah, mine's
I'm
good.
live.
Oh, mine's
I'm
not.
live.
Okay, well, good. Well, that's great. The host doesn't have any audio. That's fine. But let's go ahead and pretend as though it does, because I'm into miming. I've been married twice. So, oh, Gurn face. Oh.
I'm so tired. It's like
I know. So, by the way, hey everybody, assuming you can actually hear anything I'm saying, you're only going to hear the responses to the questions, and so I will continue to sign over here. Gracing me in the studio is the lovely Alexis Iacono. And Caitlin, whose last name I cannot quite pronounce. There you go, it's Kazepis. See, I'm so glad that you were here to clear that up.
The Greek L Woods.
The Greek L Woods.
She called me that earlier.
Yeah.
So why? What's
I was on a soapbox making a statement.
Yeah, but also she's even though she's a bit girly.
Hey!
But in a good way, not like that's why L Woods, but L Woods is smart. So she was like a girl. She was a girl's girl, but she was,
I found headphones at work. Yes. Sorry, you were talking about Elle Woods.
Yeah, no, it was pretty much done. She's just the Greek Elle Woods. That's all I was saying.
No, see, the funny thing is, you say Elle Woods, and I'm thinking Elwood Blues from the Blues Brothers. So I'm like, where's the
Elwood.
connection?
No.
Elwood, Elwood.
Oh, all right.
Sounds like Rock Me Amadeus.
Doesn't it?
A little Rock Me Amadeus.
I actually just heard that song for the first time in a millennium the other day, and it was like, oh my god, I hated it then too. Yeah.
It's campy, but it's 80s campy. I love 80s.
Well, I do too.
Love 80s.
I love Amadeus, and you know you have that vibe with the hair.
Yeah, no, you do.
Thank you. Yeah, well, thank you. I appreciate that. I love that movie. And Tom Hulse. Where's Tom Hulse? Anybody know where Tom Hulse is?
No, he's. Hold on. I have to sort of defend him. Well, didn't he write? Not Book of Mormon. He's just a genius on Broadway.
Yeah.
He just writes Broadway plays, and they're
I
all
want
Tony
him.
Award winning.
I know, but I want his face.
I mean, I wasn't asking where's Tom Hulse
I want to see him again.
I mean, I wasn't asking in any way
like as an
derogatory.
actor?
I was
No.
I was literally asking where'd he go because he was brilliant.
Yeah, no, I mean, I don't know the man at all. I mean, he could be listening, saying, who is this girl talking to me?"
Right.
But I think he's a pure genius, and I think he just role reversed, and he's now this amazing, writer and creator and director on Broadway. Acting can be tiring. Like, I was talking to my mom yesterday actually about it, and
that felt like
a lot of people are changing. A lot of actors are becoming directors as they get older.
Absolutely.
Like for instance, Thomas Jane.
Mm-hmm.
I know that's random, but he's putting something together.
Is he?
Yeah. He's directing stuff, and you get all these fine actors. Like, I mean, even Gary Oldman, he's starting to direct, and that, I think, Tom Hulse was probably much earlier in the game. Probably was fed up after Amadeus.
Right.
But I was telling my mom yesterday. I was like, acting is fun. I mean, it's fantastic. Theater is great. I'm from theater, and film is just to be on a movie set and having a good role is great.
It's a good time.
It's a great time. But I don't know, not now.
It's exhausting.
I absolutely see myself directing down the line, and as it is, I'm already dabbling. I do producing without even knowing. I'm more of the
Really? So you're
Very-
producing, you don't even know? After
very-
9 months, most women know.
Some don't.
That's true.
Yeah.
And there's a reality show
Yeah,
about
there are.
what's
There's
this?
What's
Where's
this?
this?
Right.
Where did this TV show come from?
I'm
Right.
excited.
Right.
I didn't even know it was producing.
That's not constipation. It's like, right? So it's, like I'm already producing. So I kind of get, going back to the Tom Hulse thing, I can see why people just hang it up a bit because I'm not there yet. But I was pondering yesterday, and as it is, I'm starting, as I was telling you earlier, I'm a casting associate for the new Manson film, the independent film.
So what is the Manson film? And again, let's clarify because I asked because I do this. So it's Charles, not Marilyn. Sorry, Mr. Warner. Anyway,
Yeah, it's Charles Manson.
So just like sort of biopic or what's the?
No, actually, I think it's. I don't want to talk about it incorrectly, so I may not say it. I actually haven't seen the script yet. They have to send it to me, but I'm starting the submissions and everything, and I have to look up everything as of tomorrow. I kind of postponed it a little bit. I was supposed to do it this week,
Right.
but this weekend I'm now doing it. But I'm actually looking forward to it.
Well, I would hope so.
no.
You'll probably spend enough time doing it.
Right, but it goes back to my point where it's like I kind of needed that a little bit. Like I mean, don't get me wrong, I'm a ham. I do my video game voiceover stuff. I'm in the studios every day auditioning, and I have a film, Dead Sea, that's coming out. The same people that directed me in Dead Sea and Dahlia are putting together Manson. And they approached me and they said, listen, you're not, Devin, he's like, you're not going to be in front of the camera this time. Is that okay? I'm like, guys, I don't think you understand. Don't get me wrong, cast me in a great role, but I don't always have to be in front of the camera. I don't care if I have to serve coffee for a week or two. Just get me on set, and I want to hang out. And,
What if they said, Alexis, we'd like you to do craft services?
yeah, no,
I've
well,
been crafty.
yeah, I mean, well,
Crafty.
listen, for friends and to have a good time, absolutely. But I mean, in general, if someone heard this and said, "Oh, we can use her," no, absolutely not. It would be amongst friends,
Right.
But with there's legitimacy behind it.
Sure.
And cutting back to casting, I mean, when I was approached, I was actually honored. I was like, yeah. And I didn't forget about it. And about a month or two later, I was all right, I'm cheesy. I went into my IMDb site to see what was going on, and I was like trolling my own page. And,
I was looking at my own resume to see somebody who's adding to it.
I looked
We're
at my.
casting Alexis in the part of Jerry in the Tom and Jerry movie.
Oh my God, that'd be such a fun role. I'm so jealous of your hypothetical role, though.
I love it, but you'd be Jerry. I'd be Tom.
Oh my God.
Actually, that would make sense. The Tom and Jerry movie. That's,
Oh God.
you heard it here first.
Imagine Tom and Jerry, 2 hours of like Caitlin and I just stop.
Oh my God.
I am imagining it right now, and I'm like going, can we turn off the camera? No.
Yeah.
Somebody hand me a knife. I'm so.
You're passionate.
This is a
Caitlin.
passion project
It's
for
a
me.
passion project. But yeah. So I was trolling my own page to see what I was doing. That's so stupid.
And what are you up to these days?
I troll my own Facebook page to remind myself what I'm doing today.
It's like online having a conversation with yourself.
Pretty much. So anyway, yeah, I looked and they added it in without telling me, but it says Alexis Iacono, casting associate for Manson. So I knew I was legit. I was like in.
So, I mean, I guess there's not a lot that can be asked because you haven't seen the script yet, which makes it hard to, because I was going to say, so how in-depth does it go? I don't know, lots of vowels and consonants, I suppose.
Yeah. No, we're pretty much like the characters are going to be by the book, and it has to be a lot of lookalikes and what have you.
Right.
And so that's pretty much.
So guys out there who's let friends say, you look a lot like Charles Manson.
Yeah.
You got a future.
Yeah, pretty much.
If we got a swastika on his forehead, he'd look dead on.
Yeah. No, we
Who
already
wants
have.
to hear that?
We already have a Manson.
Do you?
Yeah, but
Can you say who?
Oh yeah, just a up and coming. He's just starting out. Ryan Kaiser. Yeah, nice guy. Yeah.
Similarly, though, I'm totally drawing a blank on the guy who played Manson in Helter Skelter because he was totally up and coming at that time. And exactly.
Helter Skelter was amazing.
It was totally amazing.
Wait, why am I drawing the blank?
I forget his name.
And right now around the world, people are going, Google it.
I know, right?
Oh wait, my page is up because I was looking at myself a second ago. Can you give me a second?
Well, of course, it wasn't a quiz.
And this year's Narcissism Award goes to...
On the IMDb SATs, who played Charles Manson in the film Helter Skelter from 1970 blank?
I'm so ridiculous.
And go.
I'm so ridiculous.
Call
I'm
in now,
actually no, I'm not ridiculous. I'm deliriously tired.
And so, by the way, and I appreciate you sticking around because
Yeah.
I would say that your ass is dragging, but that would be insulting to people whose asses are dragging.
Yeah.
So yeah, you're tired.
You mean fat asses? Yeah. Those
No, I didn't
fat
mean it
asses.
like
Oh,
that.
Those
Yes. No.
those
Clearly, I'm sorry.
fat asses.
I don't think anybody. If
Look
last
at
time,
worms.
I think maybe somebody who was blind would go, "That chick has a great big ass." How do you know? Well, it sounded like it. That's about as close as that would get.
Radio.
Yeah. No,
Totally.
but yeah. Wait, Helter Skelter, the 1976 movie.
Yeah.
It was a 2004 movie.
Was there?
See, there you go.
Yeah. Well, that's how good that one was.
Man. Charles
Was
Manson was
Steven something, I think.
Steve.
There you-
What?
Yes.
Okay. Steve Railsback.
Yep, Steve Urel's back, in fact, and he was also in Life Force, which was a movie directed by, was it Dan? It was like actually a British movie, really cool. He actually did some cool, interesting work, but I was never able to see that kind of film again without like going, oh look, it's Manson. So, Mr. Young and up and coming in your film, careful where you tread.
Yeah, pretty much.
He's like, yeah, so I'm doing Manson, and
Yeah, I'm
then after
curious.
that I'm doing Ed Gein, and then I'm doing, no, he's gonna close out on Hitler, and that's gonna get him the Oscar.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
There you go.
Because it'll be, exactly.
Yeah. So pretty much we're starting that, and the script is hush hush, but I think it's going to be a very strict and precise portrayal of what went down.
Right.
So
Amazing.
yeah, and it's independent, and it's the same people. Micro Bay Films, Devaney Pinn, Brandon Slagle.
Micro Bay, that's what Michael Bay's wife called him.
Micro Bay. That's funny. You should say that.
Ex-wife, right?
No,
Ex-wife.
I don't know.
I find that funny that you said that because Brandon Slade is a huge Michael Bay fan, and I joked with him.
Once, and I said, "Are you sure it's not Michael Bay? Not Micro Bay? Don't you mean Michael Bay?" And he's like, "Haha." But he's a huge Michael Bay fan.
Really?
But yeah, and also in Micro Bay is Ghost Hunters, Britt Griffith, the show from Ghost Hunters.
Okay.
Yeah, he collaborated with us back in Dahlia, and he was not only in the movie. He was in the movie. Was he producing then? God, my brain. I'm tired.
He was doing craft
Was he
services.
producing?
Yeah,
Yes.
basically, on Dahlia. Yeah, I think we were all doing craft services. But then we graduated, and that's Dead Sea is now coming out, and I play the marine biologist.
I'm excited.
Do you remember the last time I was tired? Oh, you know what? The last time I was with you, interviewed, I was tired, and I said it's about the Dead Sea dying. It's about the dead fish dying. And I was very serious, and I hear Brian saying, "Wait, what? Wait."
What kind of fish?
Dead fish are dying, and then I was like gonna be all thespian and serious. I was gonna be like, yeah, and then I caught myself. I was like, oh, that was really stupid. I was like, I have no cover for that.
Well, now I'm trying to figure out what is it about when, like, you and I are in a room, I make you tired.
Yeah.
So I'm that boring. Fine. Thanks for coming out.
It's just draining.
I'm your human. I'm your human Ambien. That's great.
Jesus.
This is
Ambien.
Ambien Psycho. That's the name of the show now. That's what we're doing.
If I need sleep serum, just look at Brian Crow for a
Right.
second, and that's pretty much it. Yeah.
Works for me.
Narcolepsy.
Narcolepsy.
Yeah. But no,
And scene.
legitimately, I've been here for hours. I've been here since 4:00 this afternoon.
Really?
Because I'm pushing, and everyone. I was sort of hinting. I'm like, well, I have to go back in to be interviewed again, and everyone from Monstroville's like, oh, have fun, talk for us, and I'm like, I guess I'm talking for everyone. So Monstroville is this new cartoon that I'm cast in. I have 2 roles in it. I play Elsa Van Gasly and Veruca Van Gasly in Monsterville.
No
And
relation to Veruca Salt.
no relationship to Veruca Salt. I want it now,
I want it just in a month and a half. We'll be fine.
Daddy. Erin Fitzgerald is in it, and Quentin Zachary, who's, if I'm not mistaken, the voice of Spider-Man on the cartoon. And of course, I cannot forget but to mention Tom Kenny, who is the voice of SpongeBob.
Yeah.
And the amazing...
forget about the voice of SpongeBob.
Yeah.
He's in Shakes the Clown.
Is it? Oh, that's right.
Yeah, I don't care about the whole thing where he's
about
hugely successful.
As the walking cheese. I mean, Sponge.
Yes.
Yeah.
No, he was in Shakes.
Yeah. Oh,
Which is always better than SpongeBob. If you people out there have not seen the movie Shakes the Clown, as soon as this show is over, go get it.
Excuse me, I'm like yawning in the microphone.
I know. It's the effect I have on you.
Yeah. Can't help it. Stop it. Stop it. And the fantastic, I was so happy. He called in Clancy Brown. He's in.
Really?
Yeah, he called in. He's in the cartoon as well, and he called in for Geek Speak, and he's super cool, and his voice is so fantastic. So
Clancy Brown is awesome.
We're all very happy. But anyway, that's why I was here is to push and talk about Monstroville. That
so you're here to push. So what, like pot, coke, heroin? What are you looking to push?
She's a pusher.
I'm a pusher.
Pusher, Brian.
I'm a pusher,
Yes.
not a yanker or a puller, or a joker, or a smoker,
or a midnight toker. You don't really like your music on the run. Okay, I got you. But apparently a Steve Miller fan. So,
yeah.
Who isn't?
well, anyway. So, and you, Miss Support Team over here.
That's right.
Yes.
Yes.
Miss, I've got a range that goes from the floor to the roof of the Empire State Building. Oh my God.
It's called coloratura.
What? I thought that's something you had to use drugs to get rid of. And the dog barks in the background.
Yeah.
Welcome to professionalism. Hi, how are you?
Well, that went out the window.
Yeah.
I'm actually going to be lame, and I think I'm going to jet after the commercial.
You got a plane?
I do. I have to
fly.
Well,
here's the great thing. I know you said you're going to leave after the commercial, and I'm looking at the plane. There's not one for a while.
No.
I'm so kidding. You know what?
I don't want to stay here. I want to get out of
We
here.
love you.
We love you, Alexis.
Love you too.
And I love the conviction. You're an actress? Wait a minute.
Love you too.
Ooh, just so genuine.
If you need to
method actor.
If you need to go, you can go.
I'm sorry.
It's quite all right. You have my blessing, my permission, and by all means, go get yourself some rest.
No,
have some chicken soup and a biscuit. It'll be nice.
Actually, I celebrated after the Geek Speak interview.
Did you?
We wound up getting Tommy's burger. So
Tommy's
I downed, which I haven't downed in a while. Sorry, I'm like my own one act tonight.
Look,
I'm so tired.
There's nothing like a vein clogger on a Friday night.
Yeah.
I'm in agreement.
She's got a really, really long night, guys. She's got a busy schedule of looking herself up.
Yeah.
Online.
Exactly.
She has to Google herself. She has to IMDb
No, she's
herself.
gonna leave
She has
here.
to go
How
on
long is
Facebook
your drive
and talk about
home?
herself, and she has to
20 minutes.
Instagram.
20 minutes. So between now and then,
Twitter.
who knows what'll happen? Oh my God.
Yeah.
Yep. And then I'll forget and have to remind myself by going on Facebook and I'll say, that's what I did.
Oh,
Yeah.
That's what I need to do.
No, in fact, later I'm gonna go on Facebook and go, what happened?
Do that.
Yeah. I think
We
that.
haven't heard you talk about yourself in 5 minutes. I'm really worried. Call me ASAP. LOL. OMG. No, but seriously. Totes adorbs. Miss you. Love you.
Yeah.
No.
Any other anachronism we can come up with?
Yeah.
Oh, there's one that I can't stand.
Oh.
And I swear
Pet
I almost
peeve.
pushed her off the mountain.
Oh.
I did.
You were on a mountain.
Yeah.
I was on a mountain. It was Runyon.
No shit.
It was
She
Runyon.
was on a mountain.
It was Runyon Canyon,
Huh?
and it was 2 or 3 weeks ago. It was the last walk I did. Who was I? I forgot.
Not with me.
Not with you. I was with not Elle Woods. I was with Jennifer Woods, who's in Dead Sea, believe it or not. And we're walking, and I love hearing conversations, especially LA girls. Really.
I believe you.
No.
Yeah.
No, there's some. And I'm not typecasting because I think so far the girls here are cool and the guys are cool. I mean, there are a lot of beautiful women out there and a lot of good-looking guys.
Yes, there are.
No, there are. They're it's a good-looking crowd. I'm not going to deny that. But then you get the little handful of people where you just want to pet and make sure everything's okay for them, and tell them it's okay. the world is coming to the end, and I'm not saving you.
Go ahead, jump. Just jump.
Filled with hope. Great.
So, this girl, I kid you not, as I'm walking down Runyon, I hear, "Oh my God, he is so adorbskis."
I wasn't even there, and I want to push her.
And
Give me a knife.
And what happened was, I turned around, and Jennifer looked at me like, "Don't you even like kick her off?" Like she knew. Like I just turned around, my face was like, I became the Exorcist. I was like, "Who said that?" Like I just had like my voice was like, I screamed. I was like the devil. I was like turned around. I was like, "Who said that?" And Jennifer's like, "Just keep going. A lot of people say that." I'm like, "That's disgusting." I adorbs.
Actually, one of my favorite things that seems to be going on in language right now, I don't know, people using words that are completely the direct opposite of what it actually means.
Absolutely.
Like my kids will use the go, "Dude, that is so dank." It's so dank, and it's like, what? That means like cold, dark, and musty, right?
Well,
and it's like going, "Dude, that was so rape, awesome." Right?
Rape.
I mean, just completely. What the?
No.
Yeah.
Well, it goes back to the Future, where Marty McFly was saying to Doc, he's like, "Oh man, that's heavy," and Doc's like, What's heavy?
Right.
Is something going on with gravity in the future? Like, what's going on with heavy?
Exactly.
That always stood in my head as a young kid. And I realized, I'm like, even as a young kid, I was like, wow, we're fucking stupid. Why are we using terms like that? And he's like, what's heavy? What's heavy over there?
Well, at least, I mean, that made sense in the fact that heavy was sort of like, whatever you were talking about, it had some weight to it, some gravity to it. So there was a connection there. But there's nothing about great and dank. I mean, these are not really...
Or fat.
Yeah,
Right.
yeah.
P-H-A-T.
P-H-A-T.
Yeah.
Oh,
Well,
man, that's fat. I'm like, yeah,
You're
your
so fat,
girlfriend.
girl.
Well, let's face it. They figured, you know what? We were wrong. We'll change the spelling, and that'll make it okay. we'll go from we'll mess with our
Literally.
English
So,
teachers and
right.
go from F to PH.
But
and
also,
there
it's
you go.
like, so if the girl does have a fat ass,
Right.
it would be I guess a double meaning. We'd really mean
Right.
fat, but when she turns around and hears this, we'd be like, oh no, fat means it's hot.
Right. No, so what you're saying, it was a save move. I
think so.
Yeah, like-
I think it's a double meaning. Absolutely, it's a save move. I want a pillow.
as we establish the nature of linguistics in America today.
God. Yeah.
It's like
Down the
worldwide.
tubes. Yeah.
Worldwide.
It is.
Yeah. My brains, my smarts are slowly depleting.
Do you ever go
Deplete,
home?
deplete.
Like over Christmas, I was at my mom's house, and I was going through my old room, and I'm going through like notes from like middle school, and I was like, oh my god, I was such an idiot.
Like, oh my god, so
And
many
then-
hearts.
Right, yeah, and then like notes from high school, and I was like, oh my god, I was such a know-it-all. And then notes from college, and I was like, oh my god, I used to be so smart.
What the fuck happened?
Oh my god, I had a brain and I understood the language and I was passionate about stuff that means something in the long run, and now I'm like, bro, you want to get a drink? Because I could really use a drink. It's been like at least 2 hours.
Pretty much.
You know?
Yeah. No, you're right.
If there's a
don't
phone
know.
call and the mouse won't move. Oh wait, you have to do it on this.
Hello?
Oh, come on.
Pick it up.
Hello?
Hello? Hi, who's on the phone? Sounds like a computer typewriting. That is a... Hello?
Hi, I was just listening in the car, so I might not have the best. My name is Cynthia. I can't believe I actually got through. I wanted to just say that I think that is an acronym, pretty hot and tempting, right? Did you already say that?
We said something like it. Which acronym are you speaking of, Cynthia?
Well, you said fat and fat.
Right.
Fat,
Yeah.
Right.
Like, yeah. Well, one is fat, like, fat, big. The other one is fat, like, pretty hot and tempting, right?
Yeah.
Pretty hot and tempting. Oh my god.
Pretty hot and tempting.
I
Fat.
didn't know that.
Right. Oh, yeah.
So
Well,
that means great.
right. No, we know that, but
Oh, yeah.
right. But what we were saying sort of is like it could also be a save.
Exactly. How does one go from fat, which just has its own meaning, and then how does that morph into pretty hot and tasty? Although I suppose if you're at Wendy's or Fatburger, that's how that happens.
Over time, maybe.
We'll heat it up, Cynthia.
Yeah. So what are you up to, Cynthia? Other than you're sitting in your car calling us, that's kind of fat.
Well, I'm driving. I shouldn't be calling when I drive. I know. I tried to pull over, but then there's this just jerk behind me. Oh man, people are so crazy.
Yeah.
I don't know. Traffic. You know, I don't know if you own luxury cars, but just because someone owns a luxury car does not make them rich. They probably have a payment on that, whatever, Porsche thing.
She has a point.
Where are you?
They think they can push me around. Oh, I'm out in Hollywood. That's why. Everyone here is such a jerk.
Friday night, honey.
Yeah.
Friday night in Hollywood, that is jerk central.
Yeah. Douchebag central.
And there's some people out there that are idiots too.
Yeah.
Oh no.
Oh no, them too.
Oh, no.
Just drive safely,
Well,
baby.
American Psycho. I always listen. So have a great night, and I'll keep watching.
Oh, thank you, Cynthia. Be safe out there among them English. That was a Witness reference. Okay.
Was it?
Yeah.
I don't remember that.
Yeah, the movie
The
Witness
Amish,
with Harrison Ford and the whole
Harrison
thing.
Ford.
Yeah, the elder of the house he was at when he was leaving. First of all, he said to his family when they were going to New York, "Be careful out there among them English." And then at the end of the movie, as a great nod to his actual level of respect for Harrison Ford's character, John Book, he said the same thing: "Be careful out there among them English." You need to. I'm watching. If your eyes get any more droopy, I'm just gonna go. You're getting very sleepy. We're gonna hypnotize her in a minute.
I don't think you have to at this point.
Well, that would be the point, is because I don't know how to do hypnosis, and this way I'll feel victorious. So it'll simply be you falling asleep, and I'll just go. I know how to do it now.
Yeah, I need coffee and I need a bed.
Yeah,
That would be working in oppositions. I think coffee and bed.
I can do that.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
I can do that. I can down coffee and I can go right to bed.
Well, here's the difference, though. When you do that, you're dumping it on your head. You're not drinking it, so that's a problem.
No.
Sorry.
No.
Okay.
No, not tonight anyway.
Okay.
Well,
Only special occasions.
Yeah, I'm gonna get going.
Well, you do that, and thank you so much for sticking around. I really appreciate it.
Sure.
And we will talk again soon, because I know that you've got some stuff coming up.
Yep.
To chat and talk about, and so we'll have you back in, and we will gab about that.
Yeah.
And you go home and get some rest, and there you have it.
I will be back in the studio soon enough.
Coolness.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Thanks for sticking around.
Mwah.
Good night.
Nice.
So we were beginning to tap into. Yeah, that's right. I'm sorry. You're not. You're not. You're. So, what have you been doing? I mean, you've started doing some stuff around here, which is yeah.
I'm so excited.
And you just can't hide it.
I can't.
Yeah.
Next season I'll have a show.
Yeah. What's that going to be about?
It's going to be the Alley Cat Hour with your host Kitty, and I'm going to talk about all things pop culture and kind of backyard pop music, film, television, and I want to make it kind of local, indie culture, which excites. Online is all about unsigned artists and beginners in the industry, and then powering through without major funding behind you or distributors. And I'm a huge fan of that, having worked for record labels and worked for big corporations. So I love the idea of doing kind of a local show here. It just happens that our backyard is Hollywood in the Sunset Strip, so I have a lot of friends on the back lots, and I'm gonna have a lot of buddies in the industries come in and talk about the projects, and that'll be,
Sounds
news
good.
from the alley, man.
Yeah, all right. Cool. Looking forward to that. And what this all begins right around the beginning of March, if I remember correctly.
Yeah,
in fact, I think I'm going to be doing a slight format, maybe show name change right around then.
Ooh.
Yeah. No, everything's my whole show is going to be done in Braille.
Well, you were working on sign language earlier.
You see, this is where the translation. Working on it would be exactly the way of describing it.
Yeah.
Working on it and failing miserably. There's deaf people out there going, "Wow, is that what speaking in tongues looks like?" frightening, horrible. So, I think I'm gonna find a commercial real quick, and we're gonna take a quick break. And I'm gonna, and you're not going anywhere, but I'm also gonna bring in. We're gonna have a special guest who's very directly responsible for everything that goes on here, and it happens to be his birthday. And yeah, so I think we're going to give him some of the applause and accolades. Thank you very much. And sycophantic behavior, followed up with a mild bit of ass kissing, just to make sure we've got all the bases covered.
I like it.
Yeah.
Trifecta is a birthday trifecta.
Exactly. Now, birthday trifecta is a blonde, a redhead, and a brunette. That's a birthday trifecta.
Wow, that's so much to learn.
Anyway. All right. Now if I could just find where the commercials are. I love a weird playlist. You know what? We're just going to play some music for a minute. I'm going to step out and go grab them. In fact, I believe if I'm to understand everything that was set up correctly, all the music that has been playing in the background throughout all of this chaos is actually done by our benefactor here. So I'm going to go grab him. You guys all stick around because there's more fun and excitement coming on here on American Psycho, where improv is the mode of the day and the evening and the night, and usually right around the 4 o'clock in the morning. A lot of improv there, but we don't do that on camera. That gets
Edited.
sticky.
It's edited.
Yeah. So go no place. Because we're not, and if you do, we'll be hurt and sad, and there'll be tears, and all the Kleenex is being used for something else. So anyway. unprofessional interruption in the middle of, as the author called it, the most depressing song he ever wrote.
Well, the song's called Loss, so what do you expect?
It could be about your wallet.
No. We had a friend who lost a brother.
Oh, no.
And, we grew up with him. He's a good guy. He taught us a lot of stuff. And, it's just one of those ways to help deal with the passing.
Get through it, yeah.
Yeah.
So on that, now that we've brought the room down,
on this happy Friday,
yes, bringing on to the show is the man who's actually, were it not for him, this would not be happening. And I know that sounds a little bit like a deity, but hey, in some ways he actually is.
I wouldn't go that far.
But I just did. Too late. Sorry, beat you to it. Mr. Mike Austin.
Hello.
And it is...
Greetings, world.
That's right. And it's Mike's birthday today.
Yes, it is.
So everybody out there...
And I'm at this radio station in this crazy room.
In this...
with this crazy guy.
Green abyss.
Yes, it is quite nice. But, I like what you do with the panels back here and all those monitors. They don't seem to be doing anything. I don't know what's going on back there.
I think the guy in charge of that put it on autopilot.
Oh.
Yeah. That's okay.
That's okay.
Yeah. But happy birthday, man.
Hey, thank you very much.
You're totally welcome.
It's a great day today.
I agree.
It's had its ups and downs, mostly ups.
Ups are good on birthdays. I'm a fan.
Yeah. And I want to thank everyone out there for the birthday wishes and all the, spoiling of gifts and praise and other.
Give him gifts, and we shall praise him, and seek him, and praise him, and yes.
No, do not bow. Simply praise.
Unto him we shall give. There's frankincense and myrrh, and less on the myrrh next time.
Looks like you got a G10 marathon going on over here.
Sure.
Kill the next 2 tracks.
Okay.
And the second one from the bottom 2 get rid of as well. No one needs to hear that shit.
All right.
The other ones I'm comfortable with.
All right, good. I'm glad to hear.
So how are you enjoying doing the radio show? I hear that you got a new show coming up next season.
I do have. Well, I'm supposed to be doing the interview here. No, I actually do. Going to be changing the show. The name American Psycho is going away, and oh no,
because we found out you're really not that crazy. You're just awkward.
Yes.
Yeah.
American awkward, and that would encompass everybody. No, I think talking about changing the name to Eat Crow because I think you should.
Yeah, and that's kind of also your name, so for namesake, I think that works.
Yeah,
of course, you're gonna have people coming up to you on the street going, "Eat crow!" And you're like, "Fuck you too, lady."
No, if she's hot, I'll be going, "Okay."
Oh shit.
Yeah.
Well, yeah.
Well,
I don't think that works the same for guys as it does for girls.
I don't know. If I do the show right, it will.
Oh.
Yeah.
Nanu.
Yeah. So, how? I mean. Probably asked you this 100 times before, but let's just go over it again because why the fuck not? You're really very directly responsible for making all of this stuff with X-Side happen. How did this come about? I mean, let's face it, nobody wakes up and goes, "Hey kids, let's have a radio station."
It all started long ago on a cold October night. It was a mild winter rain. And I basically, as a kid, I always wanted to do a radio station. I was 8 years old, told my dad I wanted to have a radio because I could do something better than what I heard. Mm-hmm. And then it was me and...
What happened? No.
And once we found out how much a radio station costs, it was kind of like, that ain't going to happen. My dad kind of laughed and we put it on the back burner. And then I was with my business partner, McKendog. We were playing Grand Theft Auto in like 2002 at our studio in Agoura Hills. And we were just... having the greatest time.
Yeah.
And decided, hear the little commercials on there. We can do comedy radio. We can make funny, wacky commercials. We're funny guys. Mm-hmm. And it started as doing wacky commercials for our Music on Hold. And originally it was called LGO Radio, Let's Go Online Radio. And over the years, a lot of changes happened. We updated technology. The site grew. We always got new listeners. And the word just got out there. We kept it very underground. And eventually the company, the design company that was attached to the radio changed its name in 2005, and hence X-Side Radio was born. And again, longtime business partner McKendog was right there with me, making sure that all this shit went down. And basically it was, my technical knowledge and his word of gab, so to speak, that basically made Excite Radio what it is.
Cool.
And then today, obviously, we couldn't do it without you guys. Everyone that helps now. It's like, we have an amazing staff that does, like they free me up from shit, and I couldn't thank them enough. If I was a girl, everyone would get blowjobs. So, anyways, I can't thank,
Wait a minute, I'm not a girl. Oh.
Anyways. So yeah, no, we have an amazing team that puts us all together. It's not just me anymore. The idea and the dream, it was a couple guys who just wanted to make something happen, and it kind of exploded on us, all over our faces, in a dripping mess. But yeah, we're happy the way things are turning out, and it's only going to get better.
Certainly hope so. And all of this would also only be possible without you guys out there, the listeners, the fans. That's
the listeners and the viewers.
Yes. That's right.
We're not just radio anymore.
No, we haven't. WKRP has become a reality. If you think about it, it's a.
I don't want to think about it.
What are you, Lonnie Anderson?
Yeah, like what, 20 years ago.
Hey, look, great fantasies and dreams last a lifetime.
Oh, I'm sure they do, but you got to take in the inflation of the dollar.
Much like the inflation of her boobs. It's awesome.
You went there, sir. You went there.
I did. And because, you can always count on me to do that. I'm always a believer. As George Carlin said, the job of...
I didn't know you liked Justin Bieber. Well, what do you think about this whole thing about they signed 100,000 signatures to get him deported?
I said George Carlin.
No, you said I'm a believer.
Oh, no, I said I'm a believer. But what do I think about him getting deported? I couldn't care less one way or the other.
Are you sad? Are you heart-stricken with guilt and pain?
No, I hear the stuff about that guy, and there may be fewer things in my life that I've had that much amount of indifference for.
So you don't suffer from within?
No, not at all. In fact, I think the only time I ever suffer from within is if I have to suffer through any of that guy's music. But hey, if people love his music, more power to you. Enjoy it. Lots of people love Velveeta too. There's people that think that cheese from a can is awesome. So if that's
but the Miracle Whip question still remains.
That's true. You know what? I'm a little bit on the fence on that.
Yeah.
Because no matter which one whether it's Miracle Whip or mayonnaise, they are equally great lubes. So I have no problem with that.
That's horrifically disgusting. Thank you for sharing.
Yes, it is. You led me down the path. I just walked it.
I don't know what you're talking about. My name is Wes. I'm not in this mess.
So what are the plans for this? Because I know that come the beginning of March, I believe March 3rd is when the next season officially begins.
That is absolutely incorrect. It's actually March 21st.
March 21st. Good. I now have 3 more weeks of planning time.
Yes.
I'm so
February
relieved.
28th it will be our last show day.
Okay.
And then we take a 2-week hiatus, and we will return on the 21st.
Lovely. Well, there you have it. So when that launches, what can
you expect?
Yes.
The
unexpected.
Well,
shunk.
you already got a new effing studio. I mean, you got new beautiful lights. You got new equipment.
Well, I'm not asking for me personally. I'm asking for the listeners because they're going, oh, look, they got a new studio.
We'll get a large phallic something on Brian's chair.
That would be Brian.
He's
Hello.
He's had it in the request box for months now.
Yes.
And we were going to finally fulfill his undoubtedly
that would be
ridiculous
fulfillment.
request.
Yes.
Yeah.
No, in fact, originally it was like you said we were going to get one that was shaped like 2 fingers, and I said no, I'd like a fist, and you finally came through, and so thank you for that.
It's called the Jackson.
Yes. Because you only have to wear one glove.
Well.
Oh boy, this has gone off the deepest
Yeah, I don't know
end.
where you're going with this, but let's see where it goes.
I was just asking what to expect about what was going to happen next season. You went into phallic symbols.
You started going into fisting, and that's where I
after
draw
you
the
went
line.
into phallic symbols. I'm sorry.
All right, so basically, we're
easily led.
moving more into the direction of TV with a radio element.
Yeah.
We're staying traditional radio. We love the sound. We love the music. We love meeting new people. The next step really is taking it to a more sketch comedy realm.
Yeah.
Where we actually can produce content for every hour of the day, every week, and then are able to syndicate that even further. So essentially, all of us are going to make our own Saturday Night Live in this house.
Cool.
Yeah.
That's some exciting stuff,
So,
people.
we're a comedy troupe.
That's
No.
right.
But yeah,
We're the undergroundlings.
We're gonna be doing a lot of cool stuff here, and yeah, just wait and see. That's all I can say.
Yeah. So there's your hook. There's a little something to keep you tempted.
Yeah, I'll be like Apple. I won't say shit.
Yeah.
And then one day I'll just drop everything on you. That's pretty much what we do here. I post little snippets out there on Twitter, but yeah, that's all you get.
So there's reason to stay tuned, and there's reasons to tell your friends, and have your friends tell their friends, and they'll tell two friends, and so on, and so on, and so on.
Well, that's interesting, isn't it?
That is.
Huh.
Yeah, that's.
Is that live?
Yeah, I think it is. We're now doing Weekend Update.
No, actually, it's not live. There's no video in the background.
Oh.
Actually, no, there is. You got a background there. That's kind of creepy.
My name is Roseanne Dana. Sorry.
Well, apparently we're one of the first shows with the new virtual set feature. How do you feel?
I feel virtually cool. Now, so those of you out there watching, this is the kind of technology we are going to be using and abusing. The format and the scenery around us is going to change constantly. And you're going to get up and walk out where you're going. Yeah. So, see, here we go. And now Mike is going to come. And they changed it again. Oh. Yep, so this gives you... if you wanted to go for a run, you could have done that whenever.
Oh, I just wanted to fuck with the producer.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So this is welcome to the Fuck with the Producer segment of the show.
Yep.
Because we like to do that whenever possible here on the soon to no longer be American Psycho radio show.
Yeah, last show, 4 weeks.
Yeah.
Or actually, less than that, 3 weeks.
3 weeks.
Yeah, it was 7.
Yeah, no, it'll be 3 weeks, and then it'll be 2 weeks, and then it'll be 1 week, and then it'll be like...
Then that's it.
In
Say la motherfucking
Say
V.
la, that's right, baby.
So your new show, is it going to change any?
It's going to change some, and I haven't really decided how yet. I've been talking with friends and advisors and thinking about how I'm going to change it up. Maybe bringing some more actual music in there. Maybe have more than one guest on at a time. Come up with maybe a sketch thing, but not like a sketch thing that's every week, but something that comes up infrequently. Where it's, something
maybe
that's...
segments or something?
Yeah, exactly. So
like
making
this week on Brian's Nuts.
Yeah, and 1 week they're shaved. Anyway, and then the other time they're dry roasted. So
I'm so happy I'm not doing any post-production.
Yes.
Can you shave that left testicle for
Yes.
me? I'd rather not.
No, but I think maybe going to something that might be a little bit more variety content.
Mm-hmm.
I've certainly enjoyed the experience of interviewing people for a long period of time, but it's like, okay, been there, done that, and now let's see how can we expand and get some different voices, thoughts, ideas, music, and again, the sketch stuff, and what can we do to, I guess, almost a variety hour. Yes.
So here's what I don't get.
Yeah.
You're a comedian.
Right.
You're a funny guy.
Thank you.
You don't do any comedy on the show.
You want to see my comedy come to a show?
I want to. Well, I can do that, but why don't you give people a little taste so they can actually get to know what your comedy is about?
Well, if they're paying attention, they already are.
Well, we know you're funny with your whips.
Some of those whips, there's little bits of my act that get dropped in here and there.
Are you talking shit about people that work here on your show?
No.
No, that's not what I heard.
What? What did I do where I was...
There was a video on YouTube that shows you blasting one of the hosts and saying how they, tried to anally explore you or something. I don't remember the whole thing. It's something with goats.
I don't remember that either. That was an interesting night, clearly.
Yeah, no, it was on YouTube. Anyways.
It was? Oh, good.
That internet, things are on there forever.
Yeah. Well,
you really got to stop drinking tequila, man.
I don't drink tequila. I just drink everything else. Like they say in Social Network, things on the internet, they're not written in pencil, they're written in ink.
Yeah, unfortunately, and so is this.
Yeah. Well, at least there was nothing about anal raping or something, or
Not yet. We still have 5 minutes.
That's true. So, what else would you like to talk about?
I'd like to talk about how we have a show coming up in 5 minutes that isn't exactly, I want to say, downloaded or scheduled. So
Really?
I'm going to have to bow out, and I thank you for this interview.
You're totally welcome. And once again, an absolute, very sincere happy birthday. And thank you
sir.
so much for just the opportunity to be here and do this. Nothing that I ever planned on, thought about, expected. And it's been such an amazing ride. for the last year and a half, and I absolutely cannot thank you enough.
You're quite welcome, and get ready because it's about to get a little crazy.
Crazy is good. Yeah, I like that.
Crazy generous.
So what's coming up? What's the unexpected? Can it get anything I can?
Well, it starts with a little something like.
Great. Starts off a little something like, I have no idea. And so here we are at 51 minutes, 32 seconds of an hour-long show, sitting alone. Picture, if you will, a man sitting alone in a room filled with very hot lights, green walls being filled with video images, and no idea what to do for the next 9 minutes up until the mysterious show that's coming on next actually will come to be. Fun and excitement. Well, I gotta tell you, things are very fun and exciting, and it's definitely been an interesting thing. And this next upcoming season is going to be fun and exciting. My plan on these upcoming break weeks is to kind of ruminate on what I think is going to be unique and interesting, and what is it that I can bring you that you haven't seen or heard before. What might you find interesting? And most importantly, what do you find entertaining, illuminating, educating, stupefying? What other adjectives can I possibly find as I pull words out of my hindquarters? I don't know, but I'll tell you what. If you want to let us know, you can come.
Hi, Ryan Crow.
Hi! How are you, and who are you?
Okay, check this out.
All right, I'm checking it.
Okay, so I came in here.
Yeah.
And I was like, Ryan Crow, who are you? I have no clue who you are, personally. I honestly came in here and I was like, why not?
Well, thank you for doing it. So who are you? What's your name?
Oh, I apologize. My name is Enrique de la Serna, but the thing is my nickname is Ricky, and I also have another nickname called Frisky. But yeah, it's a whole different story. Anyways, like I was saying, I apologize. I'm terrible at names. I literally came in here asking Jason, what was your name? And I was like, he said, it starts with an R, right?
No, B. Brian.
Brian, fuck. Sorry.
That's all right. I like to I love to add an extra letter just to mess people up. No big deal.
Sorry, Brian. So, what's your show about, dude?
My show is about whatever I feel like it being about at that moment. It's about my headspace. It's my show. It's about where's my brain out. Anything and everything is possible. All topics are open. All subjects are fair game. What do we feel like chatting about? What are you feeling like talking about?
That is very interesting, and I'm loving this so far. Okay, so why not? Like, let's just say.
Well, here.
Spiritual. Okay.
What brought you here?
And
don't say a car. Okay, curiosity. Curiosity about what?
Okay, specifically, Jason told me about what he was doing here, and I came in here and I noticed you're trying to kill time. So I know, right? Sorry. Well,
that's okay.
So
I'm never above a good lifesaver.
That's the thing. So
I like the wild cherry flavor myself, but yeah.
Right. So check this out. So let's talk about spirituality. Spirituality. Perfect. Thank
Gotcha.
You. Okay, so don't hate me. Please don't do this.
I don't even know you well enough to hate you. That always takes time.
Okay. Well, usually people tend to jump to conclusions, so I don't believe in God.
Okay.
So you know what I mean? Like you're some fool on faith, like believer would just be like,
but
no.
he believes in you. Anyway, keep going.
But the thing is like I believe in like okay, let's say the Big Bang, like okay, eventually we're all like materials and molecules over time eventually turning into whatever we form into.
Sure.
And every object around it, the fucking Dr. Pepper can on the here, sorry for grabbing it. Awesome drink, love it.
No worries.
Okay. It all has its own magnetic field, and we're all made up of atoms itself, right?
I'm listening. I'm totally listening. We're all made up of atoms. I've got to do some stuff over here on the screen, but keep going. No, you're fine. We're all made up of atoms, and
so like I think that every object in itself has its own field, and since we interact with that, even people themselves, when we come across them and we're around them, they make us act different based off with even that. And just even random strangers just walk into the room or just talk to you based off even their own positive energy or even negative energy. They're just there to have fun and project that, because that's just what we're made of. Because I believe, and it's one of the laws I believe, is energy can't be created or destroyed, only transferred. So, if my thoughts, I mean, it's just, we all have our own energy. We are all made up of atoms. We're able to transfer that energy to people.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm just like trying to be happy with it. Like right now, I'm just trying to have some fun. Sorry for stuttering.
No, that's totally fine. So how in your opinion, how does one go about achieving that? I mean, because
it's not even achieving that. We already have it.
Well, so then why would you? So I mean, clearly you have the feeling that we already have it. But let's say that from a universal standpoint, there's probably a lot of people that would go, I don't know, I don't feel like I have it. So what is it that is going on with people that where's the disconnect? That people don't feel like they don't have it.
Like I said before about God, it's not that I don't believe in him. I believe that the idea of it, even in any religion you choose to believe in, they all grant belief and faith and grant strength for people to be able to carry on for the next day or whatever they need to get through. They can be having the worst day of their life, getting hit by a car and then losing their boyfriend right after.
That would be pretty bad.
Right, I've heard that before. So the thing is it's not really based off that. I mean, it's nice, but like in general, there's three ideas I believe that are able to go across any man or woman or person in general would be able to believe by. Well, there are some people that may come out of the thing, but the three are people shouldn't steal, people shouldn't rape, and people shouldn't kill. I mean, honestly, those are three things that no one ever should do. And
has anybody told Congress that?
I believe so.
Well, those are definitely in fact, I think that those are universal ideas that, in fact, I would say bridge most of the major religions anywhere, and yet still, there's so much that they can't seem to agree upon. Why do you think that is?
Oh, who's at the door? Knock, knock. Hello?
No, that was the time to wrap it up signal.
Sorry.
So you know what? We're going to leave that as a hanging hook question.
Right.
Why do you think that with all of those unifying ideas, people still can't yet agree on, there's still religious wars? Why does that happen? We're not going to answer that. We're going to address that sometime soon. So I want to thank you for dropping at the last minute and bringing in a very provocative idea. I'm a fan of questioning and talking, and we're going to wrap up this episode of American Psycho and get on with the craziness and chaos that comes next. Still don't know what it is, but that's okay. I guess we're about to gonna find out, because the clock keeps ticking, the world keeps spinning, life keeps moving, and you keep moving and living it too. And we will see you next week. Thank you so much for tuning in.
I think you've said enough this week. Join us every Friday at 8 for more from the American Psycho. Stay tuned for Liquor and Poker coming up next on Excite Radio.